Welcome to Sliver and Bite TV. Today we're making a fit and healthy version of a roast chook. The main differences are I will be taking the skin off and replacing that with a Greek yogurt and herb crust. And the stuffing will not be your breaded stuffing. It will be onion, garlic, celery, carrot, orange and lemon. Oh, and also some herbs, dill and parsley. So let's get cracking. First we are going to roughly dice up our vegetables. So as you can see, I've already done the garlic, and that is roughly 500 mils squared. With your celery and carrot, you can roughly do that in 1 centimeter squared pieces. Then we are going to cut up the onion just into quarters. Same with the lemon. No need to worry about taking the pits out. And as you can see, with the 2.5 kilo bird that I am going to roast, I'm only putting in half of the onion, orange and lemon. And with the herbs, just a rough cut, just so that you can spread it evenly throughout the inside of the bird. As you will see in a moment, I should have used a larger bowl because it would be best to actually mix the stuffing. It'll make it easier to distribute. Now it's time to remove the skin of the chicken. Prior to this, I had run the chicken under some water just to get rid of any slime, anything that could be stuck to the chicken. It tends to be a little bit of a slime when it's sitting in the bag. I also did run some water inside the chicken just to make sure that there wasn't anything nasty in there. So as you'll see, I am putting my fingers between the meat and the skin and just slowly massaging my fingers through to separate the chicken skin from the meat. You will need a knife at one point because not every piece of skin will come off the chicken, and you'll see that in a moment, especially down at the ankle of the leg. This is one way to create a healthier chicken. You can leave the skin on and simply take it off once you have roasted it. However, I really wanted to try a yogurt crust, and I must say it worked out fantastically, because whilst you couldn't eat the skin of the chicken, there was so much taste in the herbed Greek yogurt crust, and it kind of gave the illusion that you were eating skin. As you'll see, at the back of the chicken there is quite a bit of fat. Now, you could spend a lot of time trying to remove all of that. It isn't too necessary because that fat will render and drip away. Now it's time to stuff our chicken. So just alternate the stuffing ingredients. As you'll see, I should have done a better job at mixing the stuffing. However, work with what you've got. So just alternate it through just to make sure you've got an even taste profile throughout the chicken while it cooks. And you don't need to be too concerned about overstuffing your chicken. As long as you can close the opening, put as much as you possibly can in there, because this is hydrating your bird as you cook it. Now I'm just going to ensure that I can cross the legs over before I begin to truss the chicken. You can watch several YouTube videos on how to truss a chicken. However, as long as you can truss the chicken legs closed to ensure that none of the stuffing comes out, it's okay. So you'll see I wrap it around the legs, then the parson's nose, and then actually wrap a piece of twine down the breastplate and then tie it off. As long as you can close the chicken, you're home and hosed. You will also want to make sure you are using actual kitchen twine, because you do not want a wax coated inferior kitchen twine or twine that could leach into your chicken and be harmful. You'll notice that I didn't do a great deal with the chicken wings. I've always found that the chicken wings, you can't get any real meat off of them. Realistically, they're great for boiling and creating a chicken stock. Now that we have taken the skin off the chicken, stuffed and trussed it, we can now work on the coating, our Greek yogurt coating with herbs and spices. What I've done is hung the yogurt. This is a method used in a lot of Indian cooking. But what I find is that taking out that little last bit of moisture assists in the yogurt sticking to whatever you're cooking. Now you can put whatever spices you like into your Greek yogurt. What you saw me put in there was some seeded mustard, some salt, just a little bit of salt, cracked pepper, smoked paprika, rosemary powder, and lastly some garlic powder. Mix that extremely well so that you have your flavors evenly distributed through the Greek yogurt. And I hear you asking, but Chris, fresh is always best. Yes, I find that this is the exception to the rule, purely because I didn't want any of the herbs to be exposed because they would simply burn. So using the powdered version in the Greek yogurt, I found the dried herbs and spices provided an amazing taste without any possible burnt bits when the yogurt softened. You need to remember this is going into a 220 degrees Celsius oven. As you can see, I'm using a spatula and wiping the Greek yogurt all over the chicken. I'm doing quite a thick application with this 2.5 kilo chicken. I will use the 2 cups of Greek yogurt that is listed in the recipe. I've now flipped the chicken over. Upon researching what side is best to roast your chicken, it didn't really matter. Just finishing off the last of the yogurt and placing that into a preheated 220 degrees Celsius oven, or those using the Imperial, 425 degrees Fahrenheit. For the first half of the roast, I had it in for 1 hour and then flipped it over. On the second half of the cook, I only went half an hour. So it really does depend on how large and how meaty your chicken is. And the true test is your internal temperature. It should reach an internal temperature of 75 degrees Celsius or 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure you allow your chicken to rest for 15 minutes. This allows the meat to firm up a little bit, and it also keeps the juices inside the chicken, because as soon as you cut into it, the moisture simply evaporates. This fit and healthy roast chicken is not only great for dinners, it's brilliant as a snack accompanying some hard-boiled eggs, or lunch with some salad and a light vinaigrette. It is jam-packed full of protein and will keep you full. Thank you for joining me today and learning how to make a roast chicken fit and healthy style. Head to sliverandbite.com.au to check out this recipe and so many other recipes, including fit and healthy versions. And if you've made it to the very end of this recipe tutorial, thank you so much. I love your support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this with somebody that may like to learn how to cook from scratch. See you soon.